Hello, it's the Weekend Craftaholic. It has been a long time since I've done a product review and I just had this thermal cinch delivered today. So I thought it would be the perfect time to do an unboxing and product review just to see whether it's a hit or a miss or a maybe. So I'm going to get this out of the box and then let's have a closer look at it. First impressions are it's very light, a lot lighter than I thought, and I really like the fact that it's got instructions along the side here. It also looks like it's got a little space to wrap the card, so if you're going on craft retreats, that kind of stuff, or you just want to put it away on a shelf somewhere out the way when you're not using it, looks like that would be good for storage. I'm in Australia, so I've obviously got an Australian plug, which is great. It also comes with this little packet, a little clip, as well as some of the binding spines, I suppose they are, and we've got some instructions as well. So let's have a quick look at these. They're obviously in different languages as well, which is great, and we've got some instructions here as well with some photos, which I always like. So first of all, it's saying select the binding spine, trim to the desired book length, combine all of the contents. It holds up to 50 sheets if it's copy paper, or 25 cardstock, so that's good to know. I've seen this on other YouTube videos, so this looks pretty simple, where you actually just insert the pages and then you've got your front and back of the book, and then you put the binding spine on. The clip is if you want to just have something out the way, like a page marker. This is a good idea. Then plug the machine in, flip on the power switch. It's going to stop blinking and beep when it's ready. Okay, that's good. And then we put the book in the machine, press a timer, and then when it stops blinking, we know it's ready. So it takes about 2 minutes. Then we can just leave the book on the cover in the cooling slot for 5 minutes. Then we're good to go. All right, let's test this bad boy out. So first of all, I'm going to grab myself, I think we'll do one of each. I'll count out 50 sheets of copy paper as well as 25 sheets of cardstock. So I'm going to pause the video while I get that ready, along with some covers, and I'll measure out these strips. Before we do that, oops, let's have a look how many we get. So we get just 3 in here. I don't know if we have to use these or not, so hopefully, maybe it does look like a very large amount of glue, so hopefully we can make our own. And this is just the double back tape. Maybe if we used hot glue gun, I don't know, but we'll figure that out. So I'll get a couple of books ready to go, then I'll plug it in and I'll see you in a minute. So I am back. I made a couple of little books. This first one is just a small one with cardstock. This is a little cute one with different colours. I'm going to give this to my niece. So this is just like a 3x3. And it doesn't mention whether the 25 sheets of cardstock includes the cover and the back or not. So I've not included it in that. So we'll see how that goes. And I don't know if you can see or not, I didn't do a very good job of cutting these. They're all a little bit higgledy-piggledy. So I'm going to try it after it's bound to see how well I can cut these. I've already cut this out as well, ready for that. And then this is just an A5 size. I got this from an A5 pad. I'm not too worried about the fact that it's got the hole, because this should cover it. So I'm not even sure which pad this was from now, which collection, but this has got the 50 sheets of copy paper. And just like I did with the cardstock, all very higgledy-piggledy. But this book I'm going to keep myself, so I may not go and make it perfect. We'll see. And I've just got a nice neutral back for that. I'm wondering if I should put like a cover on it, a plastic cover or not. Maybe I will on this one and not on that. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, so I've got this acetate. So I reckon I just put it on the front and not the back. Ooh, very close. Okay. Yeah. I like that idea, so we'll just do acetate on the front. Again, I don't know if that's factored in on the thickness or not. So now we have got those two ready. Let's go back to our machine. I have plugged it in, and hopefully you can see this from top down. Let's open it up. So this is the cooling tray, I presume. You can see it just sits in there as well. And I'll show you again. Hopefully you can see the instructions on this. And this is the timer for when we start it. So the on and off buttons at the back here. So let's turn it on. Okay, so I've turned it on and we've got the blue flashing light now. While we're waiting for that, I'm going to put it back upright because it does say that it will beep when it's ready. Let's get this prepped. So get all those nicely aligned. I'm going to take off this tape, and then I'm going to just butt these papers up to the edge of that quite thick glue in the centre. I'd say it's a couple of millimetres thick. And then fold this over. Ooh. See that? Not too bad for a first attempt, I don't think. It does make me wonder if it shouldn't include the cardstock because it looks very tight. But let's see how we get on. Pretty cool. I think I'm going to add some stickers to this, and maybe some of my alphas as well. Put my name on. We may as well get the other one ready to go too. Again, just pushing that till it butts up to that. And then folding this over. I wonder if I could have cut away some of that so it doesn't take up so much of the book. Ooh, there's the beeping. I'm going to bring it back. It does get a little bit of a smell to it. And you know, I reckon I could put these in together because when you look at it, it's got the space. Now I do wonder with this one, because it goes quite a way down. Let me get my tweezers. I don't feel like putting my hand so far down in there, so I'm using these ones so I don't have to touch it too much. And then I'm going to set my timer. And I don't know if you can see there or not, it is starting to blink again. And there's the beep. And I'm going to turn it off at the back. And then move these to the holding shelf. Now this one's a little tricky to get out, so maybe there's a size limit on the height. So I'm glad I tried this one with you actually. You can see it's a bit like using a toaster. Okay, and it does let off a few fumes, so I would suggest you're in a well ventilated space when you use this. I'm going to just pop my fan on. Even though we're in winter in West Australia and I've got the heating on, I do need a bit of ventilation going with this. And I'll be back in 5 minutes with the results. Okay, so our 5 minutes is up. Let's take these off. Let's move that out of the way. Okay, let's look at this little one first, because I was worried this one wasn't going to work because it was so tiny. And yeah, some of the pages have not quite stuck, but it was my first attempt, right? And you can see hopefully here as well there are some gaps in the spine. The rest of them are pretty good. Oh, maybe not. So I don't think I'll be giving this to my niece after all. And I'm glad I only did a little book actually, so I didn't waste too much of this spine. Let's have a look. Is there any more going to come out? Yeah. Okay, so that was the cardstock. Now, to be fair, maybe there was too much in it because it didn't say whether or not I could include the front and back. So let's have a look at the copier paper. That looks a lot more glued in. I can see the edges of the glue there. I can see some gaps are here, so who knows. Okay, this definitely feels a bit more substantial. Ooh, there's a bit of marking on here. I I don't know if you can see or not. It looks like it's been a bit burnt or something on this side, and the glue's come out as well. But overall, I'm impressed with that for a first attempt. Let's try and see if anything will fall out. No, I don't think anything will. Okay, let's do the bend over test. Pretty good. I'm leaning on that pretty hard and they're still not going to come out. What if I try and rip one? Yeah, pretty strong. Okay, so I'm impressed with this. Maybe this was just too small because it was difficult to get in and out. So I'm not sure I would use it again for tiny little books, although I do love a little book. Do like a little book, you know, to keep in my handbag to make little notes. Maybe I'll try it just a bit bigger next time. So what do I think? All in all, it was a good purchase. I did get a discount from it, and I did buy it with a gift card as well, so didn't put much towards it. If I was paying full price, I guess it would depend on how much use I would get out of it, because I definitely think it does the job. It does exactly what it says. It's nice and quick, easy to use. It's not too bulky, so won't take up too much space in my craft room. Overall size is about 14 inches by, say, 8. So think about that with your storage. Yeah, it's a hit with me actually. I do want to make my own little books and things rather than buy them. I've got so much paper that it would make sense to do that rather than buy notebooks. And I do print a lot of things off online, PDFs, that at the moment I'm using staples and whatnot, which are not always the best, and I hate ring binders, so it'll be a good way of keeping PDF patterns and things together as well, or PDF instructions for patterns. So tell me what you think. If you've got a cinch, if you've got any tips on how we can improve this. I am obviously going to play with it, but I wanted to show you my very first attempt at unboxing, whether that was good or bad. I feel like we had a bit of a hit and a miss, but that's not deterred me. I'm looking forward to using this. I guess depending on the price of these and whether you can actually, I don't know, do it yourself, I guess, is also going to be a factor in this. But I am off on holiday for 4 weeks, so when I get back I am going to try seeing if I can make these myself to make it a bit more cost effective. So there will be a part 2 to this video at some point if you're interested in that. So watch this space for that. But I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.